when they perceive that we've left our last job because we were laid off or fired, how do you elegantly handle that one so you don't appear to be someone who isn't right for the role or not good enough to take on a new job? Because that's
Right.
a fear we all have.
Absolutely. Well, first and foremost, you need to know what they're going to say about you if someone was reference checking.
Mhm.
So we often advise if you have a friend, maybe an HR friend or a recruiter friend, that they call that previous employer and ask what were the circumstances and so on. Now, if I'm on the ex-employer side, I would advise them to say, to confirm dates of employment and would you rehire this person, yes or no, sometimes is a question that they get asked. Some will answer it and some won't. So it's really difficult to get that level of detail. It's not unusual in today's world, full of acquisitions and mergers and so on, to talk about restructuring or reorganization. And if in fact that's your story and that's your why, then I think, that a change in strategy, a restructuring, or an acquisition where there's duplicate positions, my position was no longer needed. And just leave it at that. I don't think you need to go into a long explanation of the why. Now, we have encountered some other kinds of situations, honestly, where people are laid off or they found themselves caught up in situations where they weren't directly responsible, but because they held a certain position in an organization, if you search the name of that company, all of a sudden you would see a lawsuit or something like that. So you have to be mindful, search yourself, find out what's out there, what information is out there, and if needed, elicit some help, be it from an attorney or public relations or a coach to help you formulate and tell your story. It is possible to get beyond that. It's harder, but reputation management for all of us is something that's necessary today.
Terrific.